I'm gonna say this is gonna be my second to the last update on this. What happened was strong winds came through. You saw the video previously, and it knocked over a lot of this stuff. And I just kind of let it do what it's gonna do until I figure out will it grow purple corn or not. In the past seasons, I've been unsuccessful, but it looks like finally I might be a little successful. I came out here today. Today is October the 17th, and here's some corn, purple corn right there. I saw that, so I hand pollinated. Then I saw this piece over here. I hand pollinated that one. Then I believe here's a piece right here that's already been pollinated, and there's probably more buried under here somewhere, but I'm not gonna hunt for it. It's a piece right here. At this point, I just want to see what it does. If it does grow into something kind of viable, then I will plant it next year earlier. It's a piece right here. Not sure what that's going to do. And there could be some more pieces, like I said, buried underneath. Stay tuned for the last video of the season when we see if purple corn can grow in the DMV area. I did a video about a month ago of my purple corn, just giving an update. And what happened was we had a storm come through. First it was high winds that came through like on a Monday, and it knocked over everything. And then right after that we had a winter storm. Now, I actually thought someone ran through the corn. I mean, that's how bad it looked. I tried to straighten up the corn and it started snapping, so I just left it alone. This is the second year I've tried to grow purple corn, and this is the first year I actually have finally tassels. I mean pollen. Come peek around here. This just started forming, and here we are at August 31st, Zone 7, DMV area. I noticed this today when I came out into the yard, and we have some up here also. Now, as you know, with corn, the pollen grows first and then the tassels. So I'm looking for tassels and I'm not seeing any right now. Being this late in the season, what it's shown me was this corn needs to be in the ground earlier than June. I planted this back in June and it took off. But we are actually running out of warmth. Fall is around the corner. I don't know how well this grows. Lack of heat, I don't know. But this year was actually an experiment to see if this corn can grow. And if it doesn't get knocked over, it looks like it can grow. I just need a little bit more time. What I'm gonna do next year to prevent this from happening again is each corner I'm gonna plant 4x4s. I'm gonna put one here and one here. And then what I'm gonna do is maybe about this height, I'm gonna plant little anchor bolts so I can run string around in a rectangle. Then I'm gonna plant anchor bolts this high, and then eventually up here to prevent all this falling over because of winds. Because like I said earlier, when I tried to straighten it up, they started snapping. We're not doing that. Wow, this corn looks like it can get every bit of, what is that, about 11, 12 feet? This is my tallest one right here. I'm gonna let it do what it does, wait till the end of the season, first frost, gauge how it does, and depending on how it does, that's gonna show how I'm gonna plant next year. If I have anything that pops or start growing, I would definitely show it. It looks like a few are straightened up on its own. Then we had a huge storm maybe 2 days ago, and that knocked some more over. I tried to straighten the corn up, but it started snapping, so I left it as is. At this point, this end right here popped back up. Had a lot of casualties though. This right here snapped. That's gone. This one right here, if I straighten it up, it'll snap also. The other side is even worse. Try to straighten that up, it snapped. Look at all this down here. This is my purple corn. This is an update on how it looks currently. It's not a total loss, but I did lose a lot of corn right here. Also too, this corn is roughly, wow, probably about 15 feet high, maybe 12, I'm not sure, but it's up there kind of high. The one thing I've noticed is that there are no tassels, there's no pollen, and by now there should be. This is the second year I've grown purple corn. I've never gotten it this high, but just like last year, this year, I've never gotten any tassels, corn, pollen, anything. They just grow. So I'm going to do some more research. It's not a lot of research on this type of corn. Maybe it's too, I can't even say it's too warm, too cool here, because we've had some 107-degree index days here on the East Coast. The thing about the humidity, the heat here, is that the heat is okay, it's the humidity that's going to get you. The humidity, which rises all the way up to triple digits. I know this corn is good for Ecuador, but I'm quite sure sometimes it gets just as hot as Ecuador. But this was store-bought corn that I let go in the refrigerator, and I just bought it out here to see what it can do. Look like I'm just gonna let it grow until it stops growing, and then maybe it'll be compost. And after that, I'm gonna do more research and just see what I'm doing wrong. Because this year, I really put a lot of nutrients in the soil, and I've really fed these plants, and more than I did last year. And so far, nothing, zero, zilch. If anyone has any idea what I'm doing wrong, put it below. But next year, as far as shoring this up, edit that out. I'm gonna put 4 posts on each side, roughly 9 feet, 10 feet tall. So that way I'll be able to shore up a little bit more secure going all the way up. Make sure that everything's stable. If the wind blows, it'll have a barrier so it won't go past the barrier. And also, I'm going to plant them close together. And here is about roughly 64 pieces of corn. I'm going to put tighter groupings together. I got 4 in each row. I think I'm going to do like 8. I'm going to put them a little close together so they can grow together and be more supportive. Purple corn, DMV area, zone 7. Your Weekend Gardener. I'm out. Boom. See you in the next one.